Hello, this is Victor at RestoringMercedes.com, and today I started on the convertible top, soft top replacement on this 95 SL500. So now this is the rear section of the soft top. I removed it, and we still have the front portion of the soft top because I want to let it be, because I still want to have the car covered, so I don't want to be exposed externally like to elements. Now stitching on the one of the center supports are gone. These stitching are better, but as you can see, it separates right when I pull it on the actual covering here. So that's that. Rebar here, the rear section bar, I'm keeping it together because I'm going to drop it on just to keep it overnight closed up. This section over here, it's coming off. I'm not the glue is too dry, so I can actually pull it off without chemicals, so that's actually a good thing, but we still have to clean up all the other sections. Right, so this is the rear window section here, laying down. I'm gonna drop it on, just like I said, not to have elements to go inside the car. It's glued here, it's glued there, here, and here. Now we have the support bars here where the cables pass through. Yes, we have to utilize those. I'm not throwing this out, obviously, because I have to pull these out to install into the new roof. A couple of points here where rivets would go. All right, fine. And there's a screw over here. By the way, the rivets, it was probably riveted, but it ripped through, and I'm still debating if I should actually rivet it back right over here or not. So probably would have been a good idea to rivet it, but I have to see in these areas if the top, the replacement top, has openings for rivets. If it does not, I probably will make those openings, and I'm going to rivet these areas back in, because that's important. These corners, usually on the replacement tops, they flip up because there are no rivets, and that's the idea behind these rivets. These are a couple of points here, because this is not something that I do every day, so that's just the way it is. Cables. The cables for the rear window, they're fine. So, hello, hey, for the video, come on. So, we're on live TV, can't do this. Well, anyway, so these cables are fine. There are rubber inserts here, not to make cables snap out, and I obviously saved them away. But these things are, I mean, I'm trying to make this video while moving all these things, because these things move in certain order. So these cables are fine, and that's good. Now these cables here, right? So there's one that would go there. There's another one that would go on the other side right here. Same position, but mirror image. Now these cables, one of them is alive, which is this one right here. This is good. This one is broken. Excuse me. It's broken off right from here, so it's damaged. Now I'm going to go out to the store and try to buy some steel lines and rivets and all. Alright, that's another memory warning. So let's continue this recording. The rear portion here, this rebar, this holds the headliner and rear and front portion of the roof, along with this visor. So visor is rubber, so this is unsavable. This is going to come off and is going to be broken up. The front portion, like I said, I'm keeping together because, you know, I can pull it off. As you can see, it's pulling off, but I just want to have some sort of structure, so when I cover the car over for the overnight, it's going to remain. Now the center portion stitches, one away, one bad, so as you can see, these things come loose right away. Now the gluing situation, that's also important because that's what it's all about. I cleaned a section here with the chemicals I had. So this came cleaned off very nicely. As you can see, there are ridges. That's for the glue. And this is to be all cleaned off. Now this bar here, I cleaned off just this very section, but the rest of it is absolutely covered with old glue. So that is all to be cleaned off. Plus these bars here, they also have to be cleaned off very nicely. There is some rust going around, yes, right around here, but there's not much I can do about this, because if I'm going to spray it with something that will prevent rust, then the glue will not stick. So I think I'm going to let it be. Maybe I will, I'm not sure yet, because this is it's 10 p.m. at night, and I have to do something. I have to cover this car up. I just want to make the video because I know I'm not going to make it anymore. This is just like I have to make it now, because I'm not going to make it tomorrow. I'll be busy working on things. The cable for the left and right, the cables are fine. That's okay. So I just let them be. And that's about all, basically. That is just removal. Removal is always easier than replacement, because you have to clean all of these things off, the glue, the old glue. Also, I see that there is no glue on top, and I'm not going to use any other glue on top. I'm going to use the glue around the wrap sections, right? So this is how it wraps around, like that. That's perfectly fine with me, because I'm actually rather do it that way, because I want to have a little bit of movement on the roof, so relieve the stress of the stitching. That's fine. This thing is going to be the next kind of project, because that glue to clean off from the inside, oh yeah, that is going to be funny. Plus, when you put the new canvas back on, you have to trim it. Yes, I know that it's like, you know, it is what it is, but I want to have the proper tension, right? And also the center line. Center line is very important. When I took the old roof off of the canvas, rather, right? Let's just get this thing folded. I scratched the center line on the old canvas, all right, because that was original. That's original canvas, so I did mark that just in case, because I'm not using any kind of harsh, like a brush wheel or anything. I'm gonna do it with chemicals, you know, like to clean off all this glue. And I'm not doing it now, obviously. It's just way too late. over here, whatever trims have to be removed. Fine, all the bolts are fine, everything's okay. And another thing is that I did use the impact because these screws are in there for so long, and it took, if I were to try to use regular screwdriver, most likely I would have stripped them. So I used the impact over here. This is an impact sideways drill. The glue removal, I'm almost out of it, so I have to replenish my stock. One cable that's good and the cable is bad, and basically that's all it is. Ungluing this thing was not too difficult because this is original and it's so old, it's not even funny. So all of these things I pulled off with pliers, and I didn't have to use chemicals to soften the glue because the glue is so old it doesn't even matter. But again, like I said, I do want to rivet these things back in there in place because that's important. Most of the roof, like I told you before, like I said before, they separate right exactly these areas because they're not riveted. So I do want to rivet them back the right way. But this is all going to be kind of like race against time, because the glue I'm gonna use is gonna be like touch on contact. So I have to make sure everything is like in perfect order, and then I will rivet these things when the glue is setting. Same thing here. This is that center bar that is chromed out. It's chromed. Also, this is probably the center line. So that's also has to be all measured. So it is what it is. So yeah, this is the bar that is on the side over here. Right, you have to remove it to get the cable out. Something like this. I still kept the old screws in place so I don't lose them, and I know where they go. But once this bar is in place, then you glue the rear section in, and then you glue the forward section on. Right, so that's the way it works. That's why I can break it up, but I still have to clean up all this old glue off this bar here. I think it's aluminum, to be honest with you. It feels like it's aluminum. Yeah, all right. So that's that. And all the other things, seals and what have you, that's next. All right, so I have to wrap it up for tonight. I'm going to the store to get some more glue remover. I doubt I will find the one that I used, but I used that glue remover, this one right here. This works very well. Yes, it takes time. 3M 38984. Okay, so but I have very little left. I use this to remove the old glue off the hood itself, to glue in the new hood pad. We can take a look at what it looks like. I haven't looked at it in a while, so we'll take a look what it looks like. Now, because it's aftermarket grill, I had to make an extension. All right, let's take a look at this. The hood pad is still fine. I don't see any problems with it. Yeah, oh my god, yeah, look at this thing. It's stuck pretty well. Yeah, no kind of soft spots or anything. Yeah, this is great. This is awesome. All right, so that it is what it is. But our question, oh, the grill. We have to work. I have to change this thing out because this thing is broken. this thing is broken and squeaks. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So this is where we are, and there will be more updates when I work on this thing further in. And this is what it looks like. I haven't, yeah, well, I have to obviously take out these rebars out, but it is what it is. For now, I want to cover this car up and get something to eat, because I haven't eaten anything for the day today. Alright, so this is all. SL500 95, Victor here, restoreyourmercedes.com. Soft top replacement in this video, part number 1. Thank you for watching.